Okay, so that's recording. Brilliant. Okay, and that just makes it really easy because I can just send you a link. Okay, brilliant. Thanks, Maeve. I can just send you the link, and it's all up on Zoom, so you don't have to download anything or anything like that. You can just press the link and access the class, which is great because you can do the class again. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, guys, just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me all okay. Okay, wonderful. So I think we're going to start the class, and Clara can get through to anybody that isn't able to get on. Ah, there's Frida. Wonderful. See that lovely face. Okay. Deirdre. Lovely, guys. Okay. It's lovely seeing y'all. Okay, so I'm really sorry about that. Yeah, the joys of technology, and also I suppose the whole thing about you guys not having you in the studio is we're relying on another platform. Oh, there's Linda. Fabulous. Okay, so Linda's been able to get on. We're relying on another platform that isn't something that we own. So when things like this happen, yeah, it's all a learning curve. I'm sure you guys are all going through something similar with work or just connecting to family around. So I really appreciate your patience and your good attitude and positivity. It's great. So let us try and just get back to the centering of the class, and we'll get into it. Probably we'll finish around 20 past 1. Is that okay with everybody? Try and get the hour now. Is everybody okay with that? And yeah, if you find that you need to leave early, don't worry about it. It's going to be recorded now, so I'll just send the link out to everyone so you can finish it off if you want to, or do it again, everything. All right, perfect. So this is why we need yoga, to deal with these situations. Okay, so let's just, again, start sitting on our chair. Let's relax our bodies down. Let's close our eyes. I invite you to close your eyes. Resting your hands on your knees, feel your feet firmly planted into the ground. And let's just sit naturally here, normally, like we would do every day. And let's bring our attention, our awareness inwards. I want you to note, where do you feel your breath when you're taking your inhalations and your exhalations? Do you feel it in your stomach? Do you feel it in your chest? And often when we sit in our natural kind of position, posture, we have a rounding of the shoulders and a slight pinch of the diaphragm. So what happens is we kind of collapse down our chest. And this can interrupt our breath. It can create a feeling of not claustrophobia, but a sense of being inward, a sense of not being able to take a full deep inhalation and exhalation. So when we work on our posture, we work on bringing that breath back into the body, and that can really help mentally. So if you're feeling like, oh, stressed, anxious, just correcting your posture, focusing on your breath is a brilliant way to ground yourself down into the moment. And also it's really beneficial physically. So we work on our spine, lengthening our spine. When we work on our posture, we engage our core, we work our shoulders and release any tension that we might be holding in our neck, which sometimes even comes into our jaw. So even just something as simple as working on your posture can improve your life in a very strong and impactful way. So let's imagine here that there's a string attached to your head, and someone's giving a gentle tug on that thread. You feel that there's a lengthening that happens in your spine, a straightening here. There's almost space created between the vertebrae. And then let's imagine that there's 2 little weights connected to our elbows. Just gently feel that your elbows are working down slightly towards the ground so that we create space between our shoulders and our ears. And as we do that, what happens to our shoulder blades? So they start to work down your back. And when we start to bring awareness to our shoulder blades, feeling them work down our back, what happens to our collarbones, our chest? Does it start to expand? Does it start to open? And then let's come back to our breath now. So we're staying in this engaged posture, this active working of our shoulders, our elbows, our spine. And now when we bring our attention to our breath, where do we feel it in the body? Has maybe it moved from your stomach into your chest? Or has it moved from your chest into your stomach? And I want you to imagine that you're like a jug. So from your pubic bone, from your hips, up into your sternum, to your chest. We're going to imagine that we start to fill this jug full of water. So pouring the water into the jug, we feel an expansion starting from our pubic bone. The breath comes in, our chest fills up. And then on the exhale, we're releasing that water from the chest. Our breath down into the pubic bone, down to our hips. So again, let's do that. Filling up the jug, but this time we're just filling up, well, not water, but breath. So inhale and feel how that space from the pubic bone fills all the way up into our chest. And then on the exhale, feel that water or that air get released from the chest, all the way down to the pubic bone. And we'll do that breath one more time, inhaling from the pubic bone. Feel that air move all the way up from your stomach into your chest. And then exhale, releasing it from the chest, all the way down to the pubic bone. Really nice. Then from here, let's place our hands, palms down on our knees, gently opening our eyes, keeping our gaze soft. And let's just inhale, roll our shoulders up and then down. So moving with the breath here. On the inhale, shoulders come up to ears. Exhale, they come down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And let's reverse those circles. So inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And one more. Inhale up. And exhale down. Really nice. And we're going to work into our head now. So on the inhale, let's look up towards the ceiling. Feel an opening here in the front of your throat. And exhale, tuck your chin into your chest, look down towards the ground. Inhale, look up towards the ceiling. And exhale, down towards the ground. We'll do it one more time. Inhale up towards the ceiling. And exhale down towards the ground. Let's bring our head back to center. And keeping our chest where it is, pointing forward towards me, we're just going to move our head. So inhale, look over towards the right. Keeping your chin level. Exhale back to center. Inhale over towards the left. Exhale back to center. This time, inhale over towards the right, but see, can you bring your gaze over your right shoulder as far back as possible? Coming back to center. And this time over towards the left. Again, let's bring our gaze as far as possible over our shoulder. And then exhale back to center. Really nice, guys. And let's just do one circle. So on the inhale, drawing a circle with your nose, looking up to the side, down. And then let's just reverse that circle, moving with awareness, feeling if there's any tension in our neck here. Can we gently, consciously move into that space, working into it? And then let's come back to center. Lovely. So we've kind of opened up our shoulder, our neck. We're going to work a little bit now into our pelvis. So we're going to start a little bit with pelvis tilts. And I just want you to move a little bit to maybe the middle of the chair, kind of not quite on the edge, but so that you have a bit of space, not straight back on the back of the chair. And our pelvis is really important. So basically, I find that a lot in class, and especially when we're sitting down, this kind of awareness of our hips, our legs is completely gone. And we're just thinking about our arms, our shoulders, especially if we're on a computer or on our phones. So bringing that kind of connection down to our hips, to our pelvis is a huge thing, and it's very beneficial. And when we start to understand our pelvis, we can start to engage our core, and then we start to strengthen our core area, which is really important for the organs that we hold, that it's protecting, but also for our lower back. So it's all built upon each other. I want you to start looking down and imagine that you've got a little marble resting in your belly button. And then arching your back slightly, imagine that marble is rolling down into your groin or into your inner thighs. And then tucking your tailbone here, or rounding your back, bringing that marble back up towards your belly button. So let's round our back, tilting our hips forward slightly. That marble rolls down in between our legs. And then arching our back, drawing our belly in. Feel how that marble rolls back up. And we're just moving with our hips here, just with our pelvis. So again, arching our back or rounding our back. Feel how that marble falls down in between our legs as we tilt our hips forward. And then exhale, feel that marble, draw your navel in and feel that marble roll back up to your belly button. Let's do this 5 times. So tilting forward, tilting your hips forward. Belly comes out, and then drawing your belly in, rounding your back. 3, 4, and then 5. Let's bring our hips back to center. And now I want you to imagine that we're going to do some circles, so counterclockwise and then clockwise. I want you to imagine that it's almost like you're stirring a pot with your hips. So moving your hips forward to the side and back, almost like you're stirring a pot with your hips. And this isn't happening necessarily in our shoulders. So if you see here, I don't really want you to be moving here in your shoulders and almost like your hips are staying still. Try and isolate the movement down to our hips. So let me see if it looks a little bit easier to see on the side. So we want to feel that our hips are tucking in to the side and back. That we're almost holding this kind of this wooden spoon in our core, and we're stirring the pot with that wooden spoon. I mean, your shoulders are going to move slightly, that's only natural, but the movement isn't coming from our chest or our shoulders, it's coming from our pelvis. And then let's rotate that circle. Going the opposite way. And surprising enough, you might start to feel a little bit of heat generated here in your lower body. We start to work not only our abdominals, but our obliques, our side muscles towards our core. Really nice. And let's do one more circle. Lovely. Let's come back to center now. I'll have you belly dancing eventually. And then from here, we're going to go into our cat-cow. So I'm going to do it to the side. We've done cat-cow before, but we're incorporating the movements of our pelvis now. So on a cat-cow, I want you to inhale, draw your chest forward, shoulders come back, opening up in your chest here. And we bring in our tilting our pelvis forward. And then on the exhale, round your back, chin into your chest, tilting the hips back, that pelvis back. Inhale, opening up in your chest. Your gaze can come slightly forward, drawing your shoulders back. And then exhale, rounding your spine, chin into your chest, drawing your navel in. And let's bring all that awareness and all that knowledge that we've gained with our pelvis into these movements here. So inhale, opening, exhale, rounding. And cat-cow is such a brilliant exercise to warm up our back, our chest, to warm up our hips. All of this movement here can be done if you're sitting at a laptop or on your phone or at your desk doing work and you just feel a tightness and you want to release it in your shoulders, maybe in your neck, in your lower back. Bringing this movement into it is really, really beneficial. Let's do two more. Inhale, opening up your chest, looking up towards the ceiling. And exhale, curving your spine, chin into your chest, rounding those shoulders, feeling that your shoulder blades are getting a little bit of space. And then let's come back to center. This time we're going to come into dancing cat, all right? So we're doing the same thing. We're opening up in our chest. But on the exhale, when we curve our spine, round our back, we're going to draw one knee in towards our chest. Head comes towards knee. And then exhale, opening up in our chest, shoulders come back. And then inhale, rounding our shoulders, draw our navel in. Knee towards forehead. Will we try it? No. Okay, let's start in neutral position. Hands on our knees. All right, on the inhale, let's open up our chest. So drawing yourself forward, shoulders come back, gaze comes up. And then on the exhale, rounding your spine, really engage your core here. So squeeze your belly button in and lifting one knee towards forehead. Exhale, bring it down, opening up in the chest, shoulders come back. And then exhale the opposite knee in towards forehead as you round your spine. Inhale, opening up in the chest, shoulders come back. And exhale, right knee comes up now with the opposite knee towards forehead. Draw your navel in here so you're using your core. Inhale, opening up in your chest. Draw your shoulders back, looking up. And exhale, the opposite knee, drawing it in towards your forehead. Lovely. Let's do one more either side. So inhale, opening up in your chest, looking up towards the ceiling. Exhale, curving your spine, bringing your right knee in towards your forehead. Or if it's your left knee, it's your left knee. Let's just do it on the opposite side. Opening up in your chest, draw those shoulders back. And then exhale, left knee to forehead. Really nice. And we'll come back to center. So we're starting, as I was saying earlier in the class, we're looking a little bit at side body opening. So our side body and a little bit of core engagement, and we're starting to already work that in. Lovely. Now we're going to do a version of sun salutations, and I love sun salutations. They're in most of the classes that I do, and it's really nice to be able to incorporate them into chair yoga. All right. So they were designed to welcome the sun and to energize your body. So it's a really, really nice practice. I'm just going to demonstrate first, and we'll start with our arms, then we'll bring into our twists and then our side bends, okay? So let me just give a little example. We're going to inhale, lift our arms up overhead, bring our hands together, feel an opening in our chest, press those palms together, and then on the exhale, hands come down. All right, shall we do that together? Lovely. Some of you already started, really nice. So on the inhale, lift those arms up overhead. Take a deep breath, feel that space between your ribs expand, hands come together, pressing those hands together, and then exhale, bring those hands back down. Lovely, guys, I can see you all. Looks really nice, like big yoga clap. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Feel an expansion in your chest as you take a deep breath, press those palms together, opening up in our armpits, and then exhale. Bring those hands back down. Lovely. All right, so this time we're going to incorporate a twist into it. So I'll demonstrate first. Inhale, arms come up together, palms come together. Feel a pressing here, opening up in your body. And then on the exhale, we're going to twist towards the right side. Our right hand is going to come to the back of the chair. Our left hand is going to come onto our right knee. Okay, so let's do that all together. Relaxing our arms down. Let's inhale, bring those arms up overhead. Feel an opening in your chest, palms come together, press into those palms. Feel that your armpits are opening up. And then on the exhale, let's twist towards the right side, placing our right hand at the back of our chair and our left hand on our right knee. Lovely. Keeping our hips pointed towards me. Let's come back to that thread connected to the top of our head. And really feel on the inhale, someone's giving a gentle pull on that thread. So we feel that our spine is straightening, it's lengthening. And then on the exhale, let's twist towards our right shoulder. Keeping our hips in line, keeping our hips pointed towards me. So we're getting a nice twist in our upper body. Inhale, someone's pulling on that thread, giving a gentle tug. Feel that your spine is straightening and lengthening. Draw your navel in, and then exhale, twist towards that right shoulder. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale. So you're becoming taller in your chair. You're bringing your belly button in towards you. And then exhale, twisting towards that right shoulder. So can your gaze go a little bit further over that right shoulder. So you're getting a lovely twist all from the very top of your head, all the way down your neck, into your sacrum, into your tailbone. Lovely, and then let's come back to center. Ooh. All right, let's do it on the opposite side now. So let's bring our hands down to the side. Let's inhale, lift those arms up overhead. Press our hands together, feel that opening in our chest. And then exhale, let's twist towards the left side. So left hand comes to the back of the chair, right hand comes onto our left knee. Keeping our hips face towards me. Again, inhale, someone's pulling up on that thread. So you can feel like you're almost rising up out of the chair. And then exhale, twist towards that left shoulder. Inhale. Feel that lengthening. Feel that spine straightening. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper into that left side. Keeping our hips pointed towards me, so you're getting a nice twist in your upper body. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, feel that thread being pulled up from the top of your head. And exhale, let's twist into the back shoulder. See, can our gaze go a little bit further over that back shoulder? So we're working into our head, our neck, all the way down into our tailbone. Let's stay here for one moment. And then let's come back to center. Lovely, guys. So twists are really good for digestion, for our metabolism. we're almost internally massaging the organs. So it's really, really good for our bodies. And let's do a sun salutation, but this time we're going to incorporate a little bit of side bending into it, okay? So I'll demonstrate. Inhale, arms come up overhead. And then exhale, right hand comes down towards the right side. You can hold on to the right side of your chair. And on the exhale, we bring our left arm across the right side, really rooting down into our left hip, opening up on our left side. Okay, so let's do it all together. Let's relax our shoulders down, arms come down. Really feel our feet firmly planted on the ground. And let's draw our navel in here. So we're using our core to stabilize us. On the inhale, let's lift those arms up overhead. Press those palms together. Feel that your arms are engaged here. Your armpits are open. And then on the exhale, right arm comes down. You can clasp hold onto the chair if you want to, or just keep it long. And then on the exhale, let's bring that left arm cross over towards the right. Opening up that left side of our body, breathing into it. Trying to keep our left arm along our head, along our ear, if possible. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale. See, can you go a little bit further into that stretch? And then exhale. Let's come back to center. Arms come down either side. Ooh, lovely. Let's do it again, but this time we'll do it the opposite side. So inhale, let's bring those arms up overhead. Palms come together and press into those palms so that you feel that you're kind of getting a little bit of energy coming all the way down your body. Exhale, left hand comes down, right arm reaches across the left. Lovely. And really root down into that right hip. So feel that right bum stuck down onto the chair as you reach across, opening up in that side body. Let's take one more breath here. Really feel that stretch, reaching across. And then exhale. Let's come back to center. Lovely, guys. Let's roll those arms, roll those shoulders, a little bit of sun salutations. This time we're going to work into what we call altar arms. So we've done this before. We're going to bring our hands out in front of us and interlace our fingers. You guys can join me doing this. Lovely. And really, I want you to, first of all, press those hands away so you feel like your shoulder blades are coming away from each other. Draw your navel in, so we're kind of not squeezing, but we're bringing our belly button closer towards our spine. Lovely. And then on the in, take a deep breath here, inhaling. And then on the exhale, let's press the palms towards me. Yeah, keeping those fingers interlaced. And then on the inhale here, let's reach those arms up overhead. Lovely. Pressing into those hands. Imagine that there's something balanced on the palms of your hands here, something heavy, and you're pressing into it. Inhaling, feel that your sitting bones or your bum is rooted firmly into the ground. Let's take one breath here. Inhale. And then on the exhale, we're going to bend our elbows and bring our palms, our interlaced fingers towards the crown of our heads, keeping our fingers interlaced. Lovely. Inhale, let's press that heavy object away from us, up towards the ceiling. Taking a deep breath. And exhale, bend our elbows. Let's do this 5 times. So inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's do 3 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. And 1 more. Inhale up. And then we're going to hold it here, reaching our arms up overhead. And this time we're going to do a side bend using our altar arms. So taking a deep breath, inhaling. And then on the exhale, keeping our hands together, we're going to bring our hands floating over towards the right side. Coming into that side bend. Lovely. Root your left bum down towards the ground. Take one more breath here. Inhale. Let's come back to center. Keeping those arms up overhead. Let's take one more breath. Inhaling. And then on the exhale, let's come out towards the left side. Feeling our right bum firmly planted down onto the seat, not the ground. Let's take one more breath. Come back to center. And then exhale. Let's bend those elbows and keep those arms down towards us. Releasing. Well done. It's a really, really great exercise to open up our wrists. You'll feel it probably that you've stretched into your wrists, into your forearms, to really feel that your side body, you're creating some space so breath is easier. But it's also quite tiring on the arms. So let's just give a little roll of our shoulders and reverse those rolls. And then let's come into our hands and just give gentle circles with our wrists. If we are typing a lot throughout the week, or if we're on our phone, our wrists can get tired, they can get fatigued. Let's reverse those circles. Lovely, guys. And then from here, we're going to work a little bit into our triceps, okay? So I'm going to come to the side because it'll probably be easier to see me. Often we don't really work this muscle here. And what can happen is that it can lead to a tightness, which comes into our upper back, which comes down into our lower back. And it also, tightness in our upper back can sometimes lead to a tightness in our neck. So it's really nice to open up this muscle. So we inhale. I'll just demonstrate first. Actually, I probably better to do it this side. So inhale, lift our left arm up towards the sky, and then bending at the elbow, bring the palm of our left hand down towards our center of our back. Then we take our right hand, taking hold of the top of our left elbow, and just using that little bit of weight to walk our hand a little bit further down our back. What's important here, though, is that we don't curve in our spine. So we don't just collapse our chest forward, collapsing our belly forward, because then we're not really getting a stretch in our tricep. So what I want you to do is lengthen your tailbone down. So lengthen your bum down towards the ground and draw that belly button in towards your spine. So you're keeping a strong foundation here in your core, so that when you work into this muscle, you feel the stretch in your arm. Okay, shall we all do it together? Let's do it. Let's do it on the left side. So inhale, lift that left arm up. Lovely. Exhale, bend that left elbow, bring the palm of your left hand down towards your back, and then bring your right hand and place it on the top of your left elbow. Really nice, guys. Let's draw our navel in here. So really feel that your belly button's coming towards your spine, and press up into your bum, so you're lengthening in your back. And then just do a gentle little bit of pressure from your right hand onto your elbow. See, can you get a little bit of space, a little bit of stretch all along here, all along your tricep? Can your hand walk down a little bit further down your back? And we don't want our head to be collapsed forward. So give a gentle press of your head into your arm. Let's take one more breath here. Really nice. Let's release that arm down. All right, and let's do it on the right side. So let's inhale, reach that right arm up. And exhale, bend that right elbow, bring the palm of your right hand to your middle of your back, or your back, wherever it goes. It might not even reach at your back, that's totally fine. And then let's inhale, lift that left arm and place it on the top of our right elbow. Let's draw our navel in, so draw our belly button towards our spine. Really feel a lengthening here in your back. And just give a gentle little bit of pressure, a little bit of help to our right elbow. And I love this stretch because you can almost feel it all the way down the side of my body. Let's take one more breath here. Really nice. And then let's release that arm. Ooh. Oh, lovely. So we've worked our upper body, side body, arms. Let's look a little bit at our legs. So let's come to not the very edge of our chair, but a little bit to the edge. I don't want you falling off, but yeah, so you have a little bit of space so that you can, it feels comfortable to lift your knees up, and you really can feel that your bum is supported, but you have space. So we're going to start with our knees bent and doing some leg lifts, okay? And then we're going to progress into straightening out our legs, but it's all a stage, and you choose what stage feels right for you today. So you don't have to go to the first stage. You don't have to straighten out your leg, because that is quite a little bit of work. So just figuring out what feels right for you. Well, this is quite, even though we're using our legs and we're using a lot of muscles in our legs, again, this comes back to our core as well. So having the foundation, so drawing our navel in towards our spine, really feeling that our lower back is protected because we're doing that, and feeling a lengthening in our spine here. So we want to, at all times, really draw that navel, that belly button in towards our spine when we're using any lifting with our legs, all right? Well, I'll have Shakira abs by the end of this class, I swear. Lovely. Okay, so let's start with bent legs. Let's draw our navel in, feel a lengthening in our spine, and we're just going to lift our right leg up, imagining that we're placing our right foot onto a stool, a little step. Hold it here, inhaling, exhaling. Let's take one more breath, inhaling, and then exhale, release. All right, let's do it on the left side. So draw your navel in, feel a lengthening in your spine, and inhale, let's lift that left leg. Let's take 2 breaths here. So inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, and exhaling, and release it back down. Really nice. So from here, we're going to take our hands and hold on to the side of our chair. Okay, we're just going to start first with some heel lifts, all right? So on the inhale, lift your heels up. Feel how your calves work here. Exhale, release them. This time, inhale, lift your toes up, pressing your heels down towards the ground. Feeling what happens to your shins here. Exhale, release. Let's do it again. Inhale, your heels up. Exhale, release. Inhale, your toes up. Exhale, release. One more time. Heels up. Release. Toes up. Release. Lovely. So now this time we've done our one leg lift, both legs. We've done our heels and our toes. We're going to see about lifting both of the knees up at the same time. Okay, so let's draw our navel in towards our spine, lengthen here. And you might, what will happen here is probably you'll shift your weight slightly back. That's totally fine. We just don't want to come all the way back, all right? Because then it's more of a momentum than using any of our core or muscles to lift our legs. So let's hold on to the side of our chair, drawing your navel in, and on an inhale, see can we lift both legs up. Holding here. And then exhale, release. Well done, guys. Let's do that one more time. It's surprisingly hard. I'm going really far back. Okay, lovely. So let's try it one more time. Holding onto the side of our chair, draw our navel in. If this is too challenging, you don't have to do it. Obviously, you can just try one leg raises, or you can just do your heels and your toe lifts. Okay, draw your navel in, feel lengthening your spine here. And then on the inhale, lifting both legs up. Let's hold it. Draw your navel in, feel that your core is working. Let's take one more breath, inhaling, and then exhale, release. Well done, guys. All right, so let's do our straight leg lifts now. Okay, so we're going to start again with our right and then our left. We can have our hands down the side, or if it feels more comfortable, if you feel a bit more stable, you can hold on to the side of your chair. So plant your left foot down into the ground, draw your navel in. And on an inhale, let's straighten out our right leg. Imagining that you're pressing your right foot onto a wall. Feel how your thigh muscles are working really hard here. And also feel that you're also working in your core. So you're drawing your navel in. Let's take one breath here, inhaling, and then exhale. Woo, let's bring that right leg down. Let's do it on the left side. Again, if this is too difficult, we can do just a bent knee raise. So inhale, draw your navel in, feel a lengthening here in your spine. Plant your right foot down, and on the inhale, lift that left leg. Plant that left foot against a wall, an imaginary wall. Feel how your thigh muscles are working here. Inhaling, and then exhale, release. Let's do it again, both sides. All right, take a breath, inhale, draw your navel in. And then exhale, straighten out that right leg, planting that right foot on a wall. Feel those thigh muscles working here. And then exhale, release. Let's do it on the left side. Inhale, draw that navel in, feel a lengthening here. Plant your right foot down and exhale, bring that left leg out. Working those thigh muscles, planting that left foot on a wall. Take one more breath. And then exhale, release. All right, so we're going to try it now with both legs. Again, if that is way too challenging, don't worry. You can do bent, or you can do your heel or your toes, or you can just watch and see me try and do it. Okay, so we're going to draw our navel in. If it's easier, we can hold on to the side of our chair, feel a lengthening in our spine, and we're going to have our weight come back. That's totally fine. Okay, inhaling. And then exhale, lifting both legs up. Draw our navel in. Working those legs, pressing those feet against the wall. Take one more breath. And exhale, release. Well done. That was challenging. That was challenging. Okay, lovely. So we've kind of worked our upper body and our lower body, warming it up. Now we're going to come into some postures that you see in yoga classes, but we're using our chair, which is really, really nice as a support. So first of all, we're going to set it up. How's the best way to do this? Let's set it up into a lunge. So we're going to bring our chair, the back of our chair facing me. Lovely. Really nice, guys. And we're going to sit on our chair so that we're facing the front of it. Lovely. And we did something similar to this last week. So Warrior 2, oh, not last week with you were Clara, but with me the week before, Warrior 2. So we're going to work into that, okay? So from here, I want you to walk. We're going to start with our right foot being our front foot. We're going to walk our left foot back so that the edge of our right knee is coming along the edge of the chair. And if you can see here, straightening out that back leg as much as possible. Don't worry if there's a bend in it, or you can only bring it here. That's completely fine. Lovely. So we're working into a lunge position here and just opening up in our hips. Feel that our right foot is firmly planted down into the ground, and that if it's not straight, it's in our imagination, it's going to get there. We're imagining that that leg is straight, and someday it will be straight. Lovely. Let's feel a broadening here in our collarbones. So an opening in our chest. We're going to inhale, lift our arms shoulder height. And we're going to come into this lovely Warrior 2 variation. Looking at our front hand here. And just take a moment to feel what this shape feels like to you. Taking a breath, and then let's release. Release those arms down. We're going to come into it again, and we're going to work it a little bit more this time. So on the inhale, let's lift our arms out shoulder height, looking at our front hand. That's our front hand, our right hand. Let's come into that core engagement that we've been working on all throughout class. Let's draw that navel in towards our spine. our belly button in towards our back. Feel that your chest is expanding. All that work we did in our side body is allowing us to get a little bit more open. Let's really plant our back foot down. And see, can we work our right knee out towards the right side? Let's take another breath here. Inhaling, exhaling. And one more, inhaling. And now on the exhale, we're going to take our right elbow and rest it onto our right knee. Lovely. On an inhale, bring that left arm up towards the ceiling. And you can always rest your right hand onto the back of your chair. We're coming into this side bend. So inhale, lift that left arm up towards the ceiling. And then on an exhale, reach that left arm up overhead. So left arm is almost coming along left ear. Plant down into that back leg. So you're getting a lovely stretch all along the left side of your body. Let's take one more breath here. Inhaling. And then exhaling, coming back up. Ooh. Let's bring that left leg in. And let's come on to the other side. So you're coming into a warrior two and then what's called a Parsvakonasana, side angle bend. So you all look amazing. Let's bring our left foot, our left knee to the edge of our left chair. And our right leg is now going to come out the back. Our toes are pointing towards me of our back foot if it's possible. Again, if it's bent, don't worry about it. If your feet, whichever is comfortable. If it feels like that's not comfortable to point your toes towards me, don't worry about it. Let's plant our front foot down. And let's just inhale, lift our arms shoulder height, looking at our left arm. And let's just take a moment to feel what this pose feels like. We're not going to work anything. We're not going to engage any muscles. Take a few breaths here. And then let's lower those arms down. Really nice. And we're going to come into it again. So on an inhale, lift those arms out, shoulder height, looking at your left hand. Again, let's draw our navel in towards our spine. Let's feel that our back foot is firmly rooted down into the ground. And that you're getting an opening here in your chest. So relax those shoulders away from your ears. Feel that energy coming throughout both arms. So it's almost like someone has both of your hands and is doing a gentle pull either side. Let's take one more breath here. Inhaling. And then on the exhale, we're going to bring our left elbow down towards our left knee. You can rest your forearm on it or hold on to the back of your chair. And inhale, lift that right arm up overhead. Lovely. And then on an exhale, bring that right arm overhead along your ear. Work into that back leg so you're getting a full right side stretch. Feel that energy course through your fingers, almost like there's laser beams shooting out of your right hand. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale. And then exhale, bringing that right hand down. Let's come back to center. Really nice, guys. Okay, we're going to come and stand up now. We're going to have the back of our chair here so we can take hold of it. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of quad stretching. What happens with our quads are tight is that our psoas muscles, our hip flexors, become quite tight, and this can create a rounding in our back and a tension in our lower back. So opening up our hips here can really create space in our whole body and is really beneficial. And what happens when we're sitting down all the time is that our hips become tight, and this area, these muscles become quite tight. So to release them is really, really nice. Let's take our right hand and rest it on the chair. And then we're going to just shift our weight into our left foot and bend our right leg back. Taking our left hand, come behind us and catch that right leg. If that feels like, okay, that is not happening today, don't worry about it. What you can do is you can always bring your right knee resting on the chair. That might be helpful. And you can use that to catch back foot, or you just keep it bent, and you can work on moving it up and down. All right. So if it feels a little bit too much here to hold on to the back leg, don't worry about it. You can rest your knee on the chair. Let's press our foot into our hand, feeling that we're getting an opening in our shoulder as well. Gaze is out in front of us. Let's take one more breath here. Inhaling. And exhale, release. Lovely. I'll show you the variation one actually first. I probably should have done that. So let's do it on the left leg. You can just rest your left knee on that chair. And you can just stay here working to bring that foot towards your bum. Opening here in your hips. You can kind of gently let your weight come forward. You can go into that next level, catching the back of your foot. You can catch it with your opposite side, which gives you a nice opening in your chest. If that doesn't feel accessible, you can catch it on the same side. Or you can come into it, bending that left knee, taking your right hand and holding onto the left. So again, it's all about finding what stage feels comfortable for you today. Honoring where your body is at. Let's take one more breath here. And then slowly, let's bring that leg down. Nice. Then from here, we're going to go into our version of downward facing dog. So hands are on the back of the chair and just walk your feet back until your chest is almost parallel with the ground. So you can shift your hips back. Let's bring our feet hip width apart. And press our hands into the chair to bring our hips back. We're getting a lovely stretch here in our upper body, in our side body, but also in the backs of our legs. If you need to bring a bend into your knees, go ahead. And try and relax your head here. Releasing any tension in your neck. Press your hands into the chair to press your hips away. So you're really opening up space within your body. Let's take one more breath here. Inhaling. And then on the exhales, you can walk your feet towards the chair. Really nice, guys. And we're going to finish on a lovely balancing pose. I love this pose. This is called tree pose. And balancing poses are really, really great because they really ground you into the class, into the present moment, because you have to concentrate when you're doing them. It also brings awareness to your body, so you can feel that there may be areas of that aren't engaging as much, because you really feel it when you're balancing on one side of your body. So let's have our chair close beside us. We can have our right hand resting on it. We'll start with our right hand. Lovely. And let's first of all feel our 2 feet grounded down into the mat. So feel the 4 corners of your feet really planted down and feel that foundation. And then imagining that, or feeling, not just imagining, but that the arches of our feet are engaged. And that engagement comes all the way up through our legs. So our kneecaps rise slightly. Our thigh muscles are hugging our thigh bones. We come back to the core. So we're drawing that navel in towards our spine, and we roll those shoulders back and down. Lovely. From here, we're going to go into variation 1. So we're going to lift our right foot as if we're stepping onto something. And then we're going to bring our right foot, making sure that we have space with our chair. I should have probably said that, I'm sorry. Bring our right foot to rest on our left calf. Nice. And we're working here to draw our right knee towards the right side. So we're opening up in our hips. Really rooting down into our left leg, and our left leg is super strong here. And if you want, you can practice lifting your hand up off the chair, focusing on something in front of you that isn't moving. So lovely. And if you have that, if your balance feels good, why not bring your hands together, prayer position at your chest. Always knowing that the chair is there if you need it, which I find sometimes gives me better balance. We're really hugging our right bum to let our right knee come out to the side. Grounding down into our left leg, drawing up on our left kneecap, feeling our bum engage as that helps us to open up our hips. Let's take one more breath here, focusing on that point in front of you. And then exhale, release, bring that leg down. Lovely, guys. Let's move our chair to the opposite side. Feet are hip width apart. Let's give a little space. So I didn't do that at the start, sorry. A little space for our left knee to come out. And starting from the foundation, so starting from our feet. Let's lift our toes up, spread our toes and plant them down. Really feel those four corners of your feet rooted into the mat. Draw up here, so feel that your arches of your feet are being drawn up. Your kneecaps slightly rise. Your thigh muscles hug your thigh bones. We draw that belly button in towards our spine. Roll our shoulders back and down. Lovely. And then from here, as if we're stepping onto something on our left, a little stool on our left side. And then bring that left foot, left heel to rest on our right calf, the side of our right calf. Lovely. And what happens here is we often just let our right hip pop out to the side. If that's the case, draw that right hip in. Feel that there is an energy coming up from your right foot all the way up through your right leg, all the way out through your head. Nice. Focus on that point in front of you. Grip into that left bum cheek to really let your left knee come out to the side. If it's comfortable here, you can let your hand come away from the chair. Maybe just keep it hovering or bring your palms together at heart center. Let's take one more breath here. Inhaling. And then exhaling, release. Maybe shake those legs out. Let's come to sit on our chair. And I want you to sit in the most relaxed position you can. So feel that your back is supported, that your shoulders are relaxed down. We might take our forearms and just relax our hands onto our thighs. Let your fingers curl. Feel that You're not holding anything. I invite you to close your eyes here. And slowly feel that space between your eyebrows soften. Imagining that there's a warm orange glow starting to trickle down from the top of your head. That warm orange glow spreads down over your eyebrows, releasing any tension that you might be holding there. It trickles down over your eyes, and you feel that your eyes soften in the sockets. That warm orange glow spreads down into your jaw. You remove your tongue from the roof of the mouth. You feel that softness spreading down into your neck. That warm orange glow moves down into your shoulders. You feel your shoulders relax down away from your ears as they completely soften. And that warm orange glow trickles down into your arms, softening, releasing as it goes. Cools into the palms of your hands and spreads out into each finger. You feel your fingers gently curl in as they surrender. That warm orange glow moves down from your shoulders over your chest. You feel it soften any tension or stress that you may be holding in this area, melting it away. That warm orange glow spreads down over your stomach, easing your abdomen, relaxing it if you're holding anything in. Spreads down over your hips. You feel that your legs soften and release as your hips relax. That warm orange glow spreads down over your knees, calves of your legs, your shins, cools down into your ankles, the heels of your feet, and then spreads down into your toes until your whole body is filled with this warm orange glow. You feel that warmth, that energy. And then I want you to imagine someone that you love. See their face in your mind's eye, their eyes, their ears, their nose, their jaw. See that face very clearly. And send all this warmth, this positivity, this healing. Send that warm orange glow to that person out into the universe. Let's take a deep breath here, filling our lungs full of air. And exhale, releasing our body down. Slowly feeling your fingers, your toes moving forward and back. Coming back into our bodies. And gently, in your own time, letting your eyes flutter open. Guys, thank you so much for joining the class with me today. It was really special. I'm really sorry about the start of it. I've just got to unmute you all. I'm so sorry about the start, but I'm so glad that we were able to fix it. Lovely.
No, she put this with casting.
Thank
So
you.
guys, thank you.
Bye.
Thanks.
Dee, could you just mute yourself? Because oh, there you go. Guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the class. And yeah, I hope you feel a little bit more eased, more open now.
I don't feel like going to sleep now.
That's all right. It's a Sunday. You can have a nap.
Every day is a Sunday, Neve.
Yeah.
Every day's a Sunday. I have this recording, guys, so I'll send the link to you if anybody wants to do it again. Or
yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
That'd be lovely. And we lost Frida. I don't know what happened to her.
Oh, that's grand.
So dropping off, so she's just going to wait for the recording.
Perfect.
Excellent.
So guys, have a lovely day. Thank you so much for joining me. And
thanks.
You're so welcome. It's on next Sunday, so I'll send a reminder email out to everyone. And if you know of anybody that might enjoy it, let's spread the joy. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day.
Okay, bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Namaste.
Namaste. So.